Hello and welcome back to Space Tyrants. Your empire has been crushed. Yeah, win 200 battles. Oh, we got a card out of it. Destroyed 3 enemy ships. But yeah, this is the leftovers of Harvested. I didn't know he was going to do this. So we got 6 planets last time, lost 33. Or we destroyed 33 ships, and yeah, we only lasted 9 turns. Choose your empire! The Bunny Empire, where we kind of ended up fighting against our own kind, which was silly. Why were we fighting against our own kind? I'm going to go to the Twisting Nebula this time, because last time we got kind of cucked. Right, Stone Hair. We don't have any cards to take there. Close that. Right, so we've got a hoplite deck, we've got 1 bonus card unlocked, we didn't get any items, so let's go and fight. It's quite a fun game, I like it, so I hope you're liking it too. We'll be doing a series on it for sure. I mean, the kind of series that we've already got underway. Senate Battle! Break Senate influence over this sector. Conquer 14 planets or max tech for 2 ships. Okay, that could be interesting. Ooh, we can get some band experiments straight away. Gain 1 invasion die for this turn. Not so much interesting. Right, what do you have going on? A prison. Cram with the galaxy's worst prisoners are ideal for recruiting commanders. Ooh, well, that sounds like our first target. Get... Oh, it isn't even protected. Right, give me enough. 3, barely enough. Right, now we've got an extra commander. Nice. And we get to explore. An iron storm sweeps through the system and fleet cannot avoid it. Heavy interference already blinded all ships and sensors. Well, we don't have exploration traits, so batten down the hatches. Several ships have called out. 1 ship explodes. That's okay by me. Right, so you go this way and then we will go back the other way, I guess. Right, let's invade. It only has 2, it's a vulnerable planet. We have taken it under our command. Right, we're getting crystals. We've got 3.5 maybe. Your advisors have determined this planet is a good candidate for improvements and experimental. It's effects. Yeah, let's hack the planet. Using the raw resources and might of your empire, this planet has been improved with a special power. Planet power activated. Destroy a world to get 2 temporary crystals. I don't know if that's a good idea. Right, let's get some research. And we can gain an extra invasion dice, but we're not really needing to at this point. You have Thornwall. Right, so, you know, I'm still learning. Right, let's end our turn. We got a bit of unrest, you know. We could have used our death ray, but it would have burnt through our thing. Right, an orbital strike, which might be a bit more interesting. Right, so we lost our death ray capabilities. We are going to take... Is that a cruiser? That's a cruiser, isn't it? Let's get a carrier out there. Let's go. And then you need to start making your way back over here. You guys can go and attack these. To me, brothers! This sounds interesting. Right, so we can remove a friendly ship from battle. Make a ship invulnerable for 15 seconds, or blast up to 3 ships in a horizontal line. So, sure, let's go horizontal. Not as necessarily horizontal as I thought, that was sort of diagonal. Diagonally, for sure. Not horizontal, right? Our ships are kind of in trouble here. Survive long enough, right? Well, we won, so it's okay. Hold me close, my brethren! Mediocre. Right, let's invade. I maybe should have... I'm going to do this. It would be better to do it there, but... Right, let's invade. 6 damage. Well, it was a waste, but worth it. Advise to determine this planet. Hack it as well. The special power. Draw. Use a crystal to draw a new card. Yeah, I'll take that. +3 defense to a controlled planet. Oh, I wonder if I could have had that on the alternative. I can shatter. I can destroy it to get 2 temporary crystals. It doesn't sound good at all. This is all, and you have already taken your turn, haven't you? So let's go to our research. A larger flight deck allows for bigger squadrons or rapid reloading. Just better. Let's get our attack damage good. I maybe could have used my death ray there, and it was probably stupid not to. Right, -2 unrest. We have 10 unrest. Oh dear. Yeah. Let's go. Now unrest is 8. I would rather reduce the unrest. Right, let's get you attacking this lab. I mean, yeah. We also need to protect our homeworld the best we can. There's a lot of people there. Let's get the party started! It's the techno slugs. Yeah, I'm gonna go respite because that sounds like it might be the most interesting. Right, so let's get our meteor strike on. Shit. Right, you need to seal your breach and get protected. Right, so we've got a bit of invulnerability as well. And let's get our boarding party on. He's tanking a lot of hits, so shit, they've got shields. They are strong. Right, let's get a boarding party on that guy. Let's get you regenerated. And you're dead, aren't you? Our guy is dead, right? You seal the breach. We're dead. We're so fucking dead. Right, they've got shields, so but I think we've managed to bring it back. Just about. Barely. That party was a train wreck! And we almost got cooked, right? 3 is okay. It's doomed as well, so this planet is going to explode. I don't know how long we have before this planet explodes. Planet has a species of gigantic proto-sentience native to it. How will you manage that? Well, I mean, well, we've got to become their god emperor, clearly. Oh dear. The planet is now vulnerable. So I guess that's -1. Tyranny? I don't know what these numbers are, and you don't really tell me. Explodes in 8 turns. I'm okay with it exploding in 8 turns, right? Let's draw another card. We can actually add defense to our planets if we need be. Where did they go? There's no longer a thing in orbit of that, and actually we could totally destroy some of these. We only destroyed 1 though. You need to be garrisoned up a bit, because otherwise we're dead. Right, let's get another cruiser and the destroyer and a frigate. Well, we can't even afford that, so well we can. But why can we not? Not enough money? Oh, we've only got 5. It's the +50 I was reading. I was thinking we got 50 money. We can easily afford that. Right, while there's no one here, let's invade it. And sure, let's do it. Just so we can stand a chance of 5. Well, we got most of it down. And that is all that we could ask. They're probably going to come back for us. Right, so now we've got 55. We've got a new card. Spent fleet can move again and gains 25% rate of fire. That is pretty good. That's 4 cards though, so I'm going to draw another card. add 4 destroyers to a fleet. We could shatter the world, but is it really worth it? I don't think so. I do not think so. Right, you need to invade. This is also doomed, so... Of course we get a 6 now, yeah. Without warning, a wormhole-like anomaly appears in front of your fleet. You must act quickly in order to avoid your... Let's just enter it. Shields and hulls are battered by an unfamiliar radiation, but there was no losses, and some interesting data was gained. And we gained the trait Navigator. Regeneration field was also awesome. Right, that extends to everything around us. We get plus 100 gold each turn. Right, so we could add some extra defense to our planets, but we are going to attack. I don't see why we would want to oppress, to be honest. We are going to get a card draw. We will never be defeated! This could be a tough one. Launch 2 fighters per energy. Sure, let's go. Right, let's regenerate everything. I don't know how many fighters we got out of that, if any. Right, let's get a meteor strike, and then you are not necessarily as regenerative as we would like, but you know, we got a bit of regeneration on the other guy, and you are done and dusted. Oh no, you got inspired. Well, still dusted. Nothing tops the Megaton Punch about this new government, eh? About this new government, eh? So, I'm just checking we are recording. Stone Air is level 2, right, so now he's got better ships and better everything. And we can add defense to this, but we haven't invaded it yet. Now we have. This is ours. And now we've got a trait as well, so we can actually do things. Rigelian blood fever. The most feared plague in the virus has broken out. The populace is terrified and infection runs rampant. Quarantine the planets. Response to the blood fever must be rapid and without mercy. Many die, but the outbreak is successfully contained. I wonder if it tells you if you're using a trait or not, because it's unclear right now. Right. Grants an extra attack dice. I'm happy for that. You've already used your turn though, haven't you? So we've got nothing else we can do here. Let's hand size exceeded. Please play or discard 1. Well, let's go on that on our planets. That seems the smart thing to do. Right, so you can only hold 3 cards at a time. Agitators. What does agitators do? Right, so now we've got an orbital strike, which we will not do. Let's go and attack this guy. Let's invade you. 3, perfect. Taken it. What do we get? With a sudden pop, an outlandishly dressed person appears in your audience. Claim to be a tourist from the future. How will you receive them? Let's disintegrate them. Sounds like what we do. Time travel is impossible. You waste no time disintegrating this fool. Well, that really didn't do a lot for us, did it? I can do an orbital strike on somewhere, right? So we've got 4 crystals, which actually I will use on spent fleet. Or do I really want to do that? We could add 3. Add 4 destroyers to the fleet. Yeah, let's do it to that. Just because we want the regeneration field to be maximised. That works best. It isn't the most min-maxed way actually. That works the min-max way. And then we will use your turn and attack the agitators. Or should we get... No, we'll leave that for him to come back to. And then we will attack the agitators here. We've got a lot of attack, so we might as well help keep our guys alive. Only the strong will survive. Get ready for some sick beats. By Dre. All small ships do double damage. Well, we've got a lot of small ships, so mob rule. You need to get sealed quickly. So I guess we're going to charge up regeneration so he can survive. And he did not survive in time. So, well, you're regenerating around them, so we're getting a lot of health back. I'm okay with that. We only lost one ship. And that is not bad at the end of the day. Harsh, bro, harsh. Space has no room for weaklings. And because we need to use up some of our cards, let's invade. It only needs one, so, you know, 8 damage. We easily won that planet. Exploring, nothing discovered. It uses a crystal to get a card draw. Oops. So it's not like we're going to do that. We could shatter the planet to get more card draw, but it's not really worth it, is it? We haven't had that many flawless victories, so shit. That seems like a target for death rays. Add 1 battle fleet to commands. Well, you get death rays. And we took care of his big ship and we got 3 out of it. Right, I'm gonna make my way back here to take these guys out. We don't care about oppressing because it's stupid. It really doesn't help us. Then, are you a doomed planet? You are not. You're just a crystal. This is the lab, right? So we're going to attack the lab. And we don't actually have 4, so I'm gonna draw a card. Add 1 carrier to a fleet. Sure, why not? Get carried. No, I didn't want that. I want you there. Yes, that will do. Right, now let's go and attack them. We can also hire a new commander, but it's not really worth it at this point. These are our space rocks. Do 50% damage to 1 ship, yep. Right, you get eviscerated. And then we will charge up our boarding party and just board them immediately. We'll actually board one of the smaller ones because we're taking care of the big guy in no time. I knew it. Right, get regenerated. And then it's over. I mean, is it even worth charging it up? Of course it is, but space is a harsh mistress. And you are dusted. And there's nothing we can really do to help. Oops, invade this. Right, we should get it. 4. Or get close. Not quite enough. We've got no crystals to use, so let's get our research on. An extra rock. Additional asteroids. Wielded to hull increases durability. Well, that sounds pretty nice to me. Yes, I know it said welded to the hull. Deploying the militia. They've allied with the Senate and they're invading. I should have really fortified that. Plus 25 credits a turn for a few turns. I mean, I'm going to start making my way over there. Credits are not really going to help us, right? Actually, I should think about hiring. Although, let's use all our crystals for some extra turns, because then I can go there and then I can take them out. But then, we avoid invading. We'll come back to invade it, fuck it. Right, you take care of these guys. See what you got, these are our space rocks! Right, what do we have? Heal 1 ship to full HP, okay, that might be interesting. Right, let's get a volley of attacks on. The Geo Shields is pretty much all we've got. So, we are going to shield you, and I think we might think about healing up. Let's get our regeneration field on. Well, I mean, it's over. Your weakness offends me. Militia is now level 2. Fleet size is increased. Right, let's invade the planet. Critical, we got it. Exploring. Zabdor's ambassador of the mighty Venusian syndicate enters your throne. How will you receive this esteemed visitor? Form an alliance for a fee. Attempt to drain their life force. It uses 1 crystal. Oh, we want our crystals though. So we got diplomatic. We got redeye. Ooh, nice. We got an extra fleet out of that. I like it. You have joined us, and I could attack these with him, but I'm going to do it with my big guy because I've got the extra turn. And you guys are going to go on the attack. Only the strong will survive. Redeye versus redeye. This could be interesting. Right, let's reduce the fire rate of you. Let's get some volleys in there. What do? Combat stims. Get stims. You're all going to be stimulated and you need to seal the breach, but it's not letting me. Why will you not let me seal the breach? You are going to die before I get a chance to do it. Why did that not let me seal the breach? Was it the stims that did that? That was kind of bad. Oh, hello. We've got another problem. We've got far too many cards now. That was a crit and a half. Literally. On a remote asteroid, you discover a colony of psionic beings inhabiting delicate and beautiful pod-like structures. Let's employ them. Sure. In addition to having psionic agents, it's supposed they reveal some of their art. Okay, so now we've got psionic. They have the techno world. Right, so we want to use this. Oh, does it only work on 1? Oh well. We are taking care of business, so I'm okay with that. Right, I predicted all the fights against me. Cool lights, man! Right, laser strike, yeah. You get targeted. Right, regenerate, and then seal the breach. Let's get a meteor strike on this. Let's get the regeneration up as well. Just because they're targeting our guy. Right, regenerate please, although that was over. Stone Hair is now level 3. So we get the better meteors. And then you're going to invade. Dasties. That was impressive. The authorities of this world apprehend a serial killer responsible for a string of bizarre and ingenious murders. Due to the unusual nature of the deaths, they bring the case before you for judgment. Well, let's hire him as an assassin. Well, we got a hitman. Oh, the unrest went up though. But we can also use this to get rid of some ships. Right, there's nothing there. We are going to death ray you guys. Because you're the final boss, and that would just be smart. Right, we need to get rid of something. I mean, secret police, you get discarded. Right, we're going to use up some of these next turn. You have some extra militia, that is not good. You have allied with the Senate, but we will go around to you, I guess. Right, we need to get rid of some of these things. +5 tyranny. Well, I mean, we can also get a dreadnought. What? Yeah, what is a dreadnought? It's not on any of these things, so you get a dreadnought. Nice. It's a huge ship. Impressive. Then we could get +5 tyranny, or we can do that, and I think we will do that. We will acquiesce some tyranny, and then we can also do a card draw. As an additional planet exploration, I am okay with that. Right, so now we need to start thinking about things. Right, that is free to go to. It doesn't even have anyone. That has enemies, so that can be a problem for us. I'm okay with it being fortified. We have enough dice to deal with that. Victory. We got the planet. On a secluded island, you find a small... It gave us another card. Population of unruly, bizarre, multi-limb life forms. Unfortunately for them, their sole habitat appears to be atop a vein of isotope ritual. What would you... Refine the ore for fuel. Mining crews mercilessly tear through the small habitat, churning up prescient isotope-laden ore. Some of the creatures might survive, but that is no matter to a space tyrant. Ooh, an extra move. Is that just for him, or is that for everyone? Plus 30% Empire income. Well, I mean, there's a fleet of ships there. We are going to take this world. We are going to invade it. 6 damage, you are mine. And we've basically got control of the entire planet. You discover a group of traitors in your midst, actively planning against your tyranny. What will you do with them? Well, let's re-educate them. Your re-education improves fleet efficiency. Plus 25 attack for 4 turns. I like it. I mean, we could get some extra things. Right, you are going to move forwards. You have an extra move, and only you. I'm going to give you an extra invasion. The advisor determined this planet is a good candidate for improvements. Hack the planets. Good. And what do we get on this planet? Power? Alchemy. Consumes 1 ore crystal to produce credits. Not so interesting, right? They could come at us here, and that could be a problem. So... do I want to get an extra fleet? I mean, I could, but do I want to? We've got enough fleets here. You are going to level up, and it would be a small fleet, and I would rather not have to deal with that, so I'm going to take the risk for a biscuit. Right, so we could get 90% health. We already have protection field, I thought, but if it doesn't, then it's time to get it. Or do we just level it up a bit at a time? Right, you are a big problem. These are not so much. I think we need to really take care of you. 2 ships down, I'm okay with that. Be prepared to attack. Right, you've got some more militia that allied with Senate. You can also hack our planet. Right, that is going to be an attack. Sup, bro? Right, remove a friendly ship from battle. Enemy shields are halved. I think that's what we're going to do. Right, so geo shield on you. Sure, why not? Right, let's get a volley out. Let's get a volley out. He's taking a lot of damage, so we're going to get our regeneration shields up. Right. Protection failed, or was that protection field? I thought that said protection failed there for a second. Right. We've lost 1 ship, but I'm okay with that. Right. Let's get a volley on. We need some help. But we survived. I'm coming down hard! And we survived. Right, so we've got all our crystals back up. We've got an extra card. Add 2 frigates to a fleet. Right, what ones are the frigates? The small ones. Well, I mean, it's not so useful for you. I will add them to you. Just because, and they will go to the back because they will get additional regeneration. Plus 30% Empire. Add 1 battleship to a fleet. What are you? You're a dreadnought. Well, we don't have any battleships, so it sounds interesting. I will take it. Right. It takes up a big space. Right, so we've got a cruiser. We've got one surplus ship. I will have to destroy it. So I'm okay with that. That seems a reasonable. Yeah, let's recycle it. And now you will invade these because they want to deploy the militia. And that is a problem for us. Let's see what you got. All charged up. Right, summon 2 temporary frigates if there is room, which there isn't really. Right, so we can do a protection field. And I just realised it actually uses the Stony O'Hare's stuff, so that's why we are getting all of... It took me a while to realise, right, he put his shield up, but it didn't really help him. Right, so we have to wait for these things, and then that's why the breaches get shielded as well. It's like, you know, we weren't really doing it properly. It took me a while to catch on to the combat. Was this a triangle planet? Victory! Well, we didn't even go to their homeworld, so we got an artifact, the Ruby Crown, +4 research when you capture a planet. Hoplite clan's progress. We got through in 9 turns. Wow, well, we died in 9 turns last time, and this time we won in 9 turns. Return into tyrannical lands. Senate forces advance. Oh dear. The Illuminati. Large ships 2x2 gain 10% HP. I prefer my big ships, so we will take the big ships. Getting extra things right, so it's only the high rolls that command. So join us again for some more. Thanks for watching, goodbye.